Hey everybody, this is Rob from R&B Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing something that I have never done before. I'm going to review a fan film on Halloween. This movie was made by a YouTuber called Themoviemaniac13, and normally I don't review home movies or fan films because they said a lot of the people who make them may not have access to good editing equipment like in Hollywood, and they may not always be competent screenwriters, and often it's just friends or families coming together and just making something just to have a good time. But I got a request to do this review, so I will go forward and do it. Basically, Movie Maniac made this movie using action figures and having them do stop motion or sometimes having them be still, and the soundtrack came from Rob Zombie's 2007 remake movie. Now, the movie's recreated sets were made up from anything from shoeboxes to cardboard, and I could tell when I was watching this that this was made by a fan of the Halloween series, especially when it opened with the real studio logos. And I think there are some viewers out there who may not have an interest in watching this because of the use of action figures as well as using the 2007 film soundtrack, which really isn't that popular. And believe me, I know that because me and Brendan's comments we got from me and Brendan's comparison video where we compared the John Carpenter 1978 film to Rob Zombie's 2007 remake. But this movie, it kind of reminded me of a storyboard or a model test for the final live-action film because of the setup. And I think the reason why I probably thought that is because I saw an old Star Wars documentary where they used to kind of test out the scene in Return of the Jedi where Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia are going through Endor on their air bikes and they're being chased. They did some tests with models just to see how they could put it together, and that's what this kind of reminded me of. It's like they used it's like Movie Maniac took the action figures and used them as kind of like a test to see how to get the movie to look good and all that. But I liked how Movie Maniac recreated in part 2 a camera pan from the movie. There's a scene where Dr. Loomis and Myers' mom are talking in one room, and it kind of pans out and goes out into the hallway where Michael is over listening to them. And when a news story was edited like a newsreel with the lines and specs, I kind of liked that too. It was like watching a black and white newsreel from the 1930s and 40s. And I liked in part 10 there's like a silhouette of Mike Myers and a victim against a red color backdrop when Myers is killing a victim. I really liked how that was lit. The figures used looked like Mike Myers and Dr. Loomis. I mean, I'm not sure if those were the real action figures, but they looked real good and they looked believable. But sometimes they, Movie Maniac 13 used other action figures from other movies to help stand in for the characters. Like there's a wizard and Buzz Lightyear and Woody from Toy Story also make an appearance as well. But sometimes I did forget which character was who, and there were some times where it was so dark I couldn't really make out what was going on. I mean, I could hear what was going on, but I had a hard time seeing in a lot of parts of the movie. I think Movie Maniac has the ability to make a live-action Halloween with friends, relatives, or local actors. I'm not sure I can completely recommend this to everyone, especially when there are live-action fan films out there such as Halloween Lurking, which was made by Mystery 31. But I could see the passion and the fandom from Movie Maniac on the Halloween films. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to the first part in the description box as well as links to other Halloween fan films if anybody wants to check them out. But I think Movie Maniac made a nice movie. I think from the look of it, Movie Maniac can make a live-action movie with the skills that I saw here. But I definitely think it was an interesting watch. There were some good points and bad points to it, but I hope I haven't offended you with any of my comments, and I hope you ended up enjoying the videos. But thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time on R&B Reviews.